you do that? Whoa.
Yeah. That's nasty.
All three of them at the same time. Fuzz Pedals! Who doesn't want a Big Muff? I guess that's been brought up. I want a Big Muff.
I think it's more of like, so I've got a Big Muff. What else can I get?
Got a Big Muff?
Depends.
A comb? So we thought we'd come up with a selection of different fuzz pedals because we're both fuzz guys. We like fuzz.
We like our fuzzes.
We have a couple ourselves. Couple that we think you might be interested in. So we've got a few here from different manufacturers. We've got pretty cool sounds already. These two especially. They're girthy. Some of them are girthier than others. But we've got, a few here that are non-muffs. So again, the flat iron here, this is definitely a Rat clone. The Proco Rat, it sounds good. Pretty much if you turn the gain up past about halfway, you're into distortion fuzz territory. So put up the drive a little bit. And the filter also, I think, makes a difference on whether you get a drive or a distortion or a fuzz. For example, we'll start with the filter one way here. I think it definitely sustains like a fuzz.
Like it should.
That sounds more like a vintage Big Muff at that era. So let's see what it sounds like. Click it over. My ears, the more you turn that filter clockwise, then it starts to sound more of a distortion. It starts to tighten up a little bit. It's a little less woolly. So you put it in the middle, somewhere like that. Fuzz. And it does the trick. Decent price too. Right about the same price as what you pay for a Proco Rat too. So
yeah, they're.
And you could still even do other things with it too.
And we knew that. I mean, the flat iron is definitely more of a Rat, and that's always been a debate as far as whether or not a Rat is an overdrive
or distortion. Is it a fuzz?
But it can get there.
I think so. And I definitely think it falls more into the depends on how you use it category. So when I hit this thing, my ears really did pick up.
Yeah.
Swollen Pickle. This one's been out for a while. I know a lot of bass players like to use this one. I think because of its adjustability.
Yeah, the filter and scoop and
it kind of takes the idea of the Big Muff and takes it to a whole nother level because it's got a scoop and also a crunch knob, which I've got turned off, and it already sounded pretty good. Just for posterity, there's your clean
tones. Yeah, that's a very
very meaty.
Yeah,
very just.
And that's filter and that scoop all the way off.
So you could adjust these even more. I'm just gonna say I like it better with that off all the way. That does nothing appealing to me.
No.
Scoop, I'm gonna assume is that how it scoops? Okay, so it seems like
that's more mids added to it as you go this way.
As you turn it up. So I just say leave these off. I mean, it's cool they have them there if you just.
But it's filtered. That's really what you need to just play with.
Yeah, it just sounds. I mean, straight up at noon, that just sounds.
I'm with you. Noon.
Straight up sounds pretty good. So.
Yeah, swollen pickles at noon.
So, and since we bothered to hook this up, I'm gonna switch over here, and I'll let you let the other guy play for a minute. So finally, we've got our HoofReaper from Earthquaker Devices.
And they do fuzzes good.
They do.
They do fuzzes good.
They really do. There's some simple ones. This is probably their most complex.
It is. Yeah. Usually it's just the hoof by itself, right?
And then they also have things like the Eruptor, which is another one. I think it's called the Eruptor. It's just a simple one knobber. This one's got 3 different settings which you can turn on all at the same time, which I was surprised by. I didn't think I'd be able to do that, but you can.
Yeah.
So you have your Reaper, you have an octave, which I guess goes between the two, and then you have your hoof. So I think we could go. Let's try one of.
Knocking down the...
Oh no, our acoustic treatment that we took so much time putting up. Yeah, I like it with the octave on there. Definitely had a little bit more of that spitty sound.
You know, that's one thing I don't have, is an octave fuzz.
Electro-Harmonix makes the octave fix. So let's try this one. This is just our hoof. And it looks like we got an extra setting here. We've got 4 knobs. Instead of just your tone, we also have a shift. Which, when I was playing it, I honestly couldn't hear what it was doing. Okay. But I'm probably just deaf from being in this little room. So, here's your hoof. Alright, so that was cool.
Yes.
And this actually adds to some of that spitty sound.
Yeah, which I like. That's kind of the kind of fuzz that I like. That Trapper from Fender, Fuzz Factory, Easy Bags.
Broken sound. So now, see what happens when we turn on all 3. This poor little Princeton, man. Oh my God.
The underrated Princeton, for sure. My goodness, that was...
Yeah, it sounded like a monster gargling a distortion.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's a good sound though.
I'm gonna do my impression of that. It's.
Yeah, basically.
That's about what it sounds like.
Doing that to your guitar signal.
Oh yeah, so that was pretty cool though. I'm surprised nothing exploded.
No, nothing blew up. Nothing clipped.
I can still hear stuff for the most part. So that's pretty cool. And that was with the fuzzes dimed out too. So, yeah, that's something else. So, if you need to go over the top, this is not a bad place to start there. So, I'd say of the three, this is still my favorite.
You like this one?
I think that one's got it's just something about it. It just gives this nice punch. Probably because it's, to me, sounds the most like a Big Muff.
Yeah, I love the hoof on this. One of my favorite fuzzes. I felt like this guy was this was definitely the underdog against these two pedals, but it's still,
we knew that.
Flat iron fuzz is still a great sound.
And I would say more too, like I use this more as a distortion than a fuzz anyway.
Yeah.
So,
either way, if you sync up the muffs, and you're like, you know what, everybody's playing muffs. You got your Russian muff, you got your triangle muff, you got your ram's head muff, you got your muffs. There are alternatives for. There's other things. You don't have to do that. You can pick some other.
You don't want to be a muff. You could be a pickle or a hoof.
Yeah.
So that's our thoughts on that. So
yeah. Anyway, I'm Rick.
I'm Joe.
Thanks for watching.
Play with your fuzz. And now we're deaf.